flying high in the wake of Iron Man 3 comes yet another massive summer release that some say is set to do positively furious numbers. Now prick up your ears because, well, for one, you'll fit right in with the Vulcans, and two, Star Trek Into Darkness could give any fan of the franchise plenty of reason to live long and prosper, as director J.J. Abrams has rounded up the whole cast from a series reboot some 4 years back to fly Kirk and company into a hurricane of horrible deeds.
You think you can't make mistakes? But the choices you make could get yourself and everyone under your command killed. But I believe in you, Jim.
Director J.J. Abrams is having a dandy of a time putting Kirk and the crew of the Enterprise into a bit of a pickle.
This could just be the beginning.
Beginning of what?
All-out war.
There's an enemy afoot, a guy who goes by the name of John Harrison. Yes, that's right. The man who's trying to take down both London and the States is named John Harrison.
Let's go get this son of a bitch.
But he's a man with a sickle and Kirk's nemesis in Star Trek Into Darkness.
Sir, there's a ship heading right for us.
You can't even guarantee the safety of your own crew. Now, shall we begin?
I concur, and with that, let's chat with the stars of Star Trek Into Darkness.
I'm sorry.
This is Paramount's big summer tentpole film, if you will. What do you think goes into the making of a big, or the ingredients, what you will, of a big, good summer film?
Well, I think it's exactly what JJ is so good at, which is, you know, you need to have that visual spectacle that will get people into the seats, which our film certainly does have. It was designed specifically for 3D with IMAX in mind. But also at the heart of it, you can have, JJ knows, you can have all the sorts of explosions and kind of visual wizardry, but if you don't have a real tight story about human beings going through real things, and if you don't connect to the people that are going through those crazy journeys, then you're not going to have a film, and I think our film does have that.
Captain on the bridge!
Lieutenant, we have an open channel, Mr. Spock.
The heat's frying his comms, but we still have contact.
Now, what can we talk about in terms of the relationship between your character and Spock?
That it has evolved since the last time you saw them, and they're dealing with the next phase of dilemmas that a relationship might be faced with sometimes, which is if you feel it, why don't you show it?
Spock, nobody knows the rules better than you, but there has got to be an exception.
None. Such action violates the Prime Directive.
Shut up, Spock. We're trying to save you, damn it.
Doctor, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Spock, we're talking about your life!
The rule cannot be broken, but it needs to...
Spock!
Try to get him back online.
What challenges were you guys faced with this time around that you weren't faced with the last time?
Well, I was definitely faced with a whole physical aspect to the character this time that didn't exist the first go-round, which was great. It was really challenging for me in a lot of ways, but all the best ways, and I was glad to be able to break out of a lot of the restrictions that tend to be associated with the character historically and create a physical vocabulary for him that hasn't really been seen.
You think you're safe? You are not.
Tell me about this villain. He is a villain.
He is, yeah, he's a villain, but quite a complex one. He's a terrorist, but rather, as you discover hopefully in the film, you know, the kind of usual, I don't know, antagonist set up to the protagonist thing is clouded. You know, your empathy should swing a little bit with this guy. At one moment, you really should be understanding why he does what he does. And, you know, as I've said, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter.